Do you know what an OHV is? It stands for Off-Highway Vehicle, but OHVs are divided into three classifications: ATV, or All-Terrain Vehicle, OHM, or Off-Highway Motorcycle, and ORV, Off-Road Vehicle. There is much misunderstanding about ORVs, perhaps because an ORV can be and do many different things. Generally, ORVs are four-wheel drive vehicles such as Jeeps, pickups, and SUVs. Some ORVs are home-built or are so modified that they can no longer go on the road. But most ORVs are street-licensed vehicles you may see in the parking lot at the mall. An ORV must be registered with the state and display the ORV sticker on its license plate. This registration gives ORVs access to designated ORV trails, grant and aid ORV trails, and off-highway recreation areas such as the park in Gilbert. The money from these registrations, coupled with unrefunded gas tax money from gas used while off-road, funds enforcement, education, and the creation and maintenance of off-road opportunities for ORVs. Unfortunately, many ORVs are unaware of this registration, so many users go uncounted. However, the Border to Border Trail Study cited 1992 research which found that over 600,000 Minnesotans reported going off-road in an ORV at least once a year. A nationwide survey of ORV users found that 11% of ORVs participate in mud activities, 14% of ORVs are rock crawlers, and the vast majority of ORVs, 75%, are trail riders. Many trail riders reported taking their ORVs off-road for such activities as plant and or wildlife viewing, hunting, fishing, camping, rock hounding, photography, berry and or mushroom collecting, and even some activities related to their livelihood. A trail riding ORV is the most subtle in appearance, often not modified, or only slightly modified to handle tougher terrain. The average speed of an ORV on a trail is just 3 to 5 miles per hour. This slow speed, in addition to four-wheel drive, differential lockers, and high traction tires, minimizes wheel spin and hence impact. Trail riders can travel over a wide variety of surface conditions that a regular car could not. This is the thrill of trail riding, getting to go places and see things that one would not be able to without an ORV. Rock crawling ORVs are highly modified vehicles or scratch-built vehicles designed to go over the largest of boulders. Mud activities occur as organized events on private property in man-made conditions. Lately there has been a trend to refer to all ORVs as mudder trucks. This is clearly an unfair misnomer, as mud activities represent the smallest segment of the sport. Only Alaska is blessed with more state-owned public lands than Minnesota. Minnesota's wide variety of terrain can provide opportunities for all different skill levels of ORV users. Through recreation areas, such as the OHV Park in Gilbert, Minnesota has provided extreme rock crawling experiences in man-made mud pits. And through Minnesota State Forests, Minnesota has the ability to provide managed trail riding experiences for the low and medium skill level ORV users, which is by far the largest sector of the sport. But providing ORV opportunities does not benefit ORV users alone. ORV users bring money into communities by way of spending at hotels, campgrounds, restaurants, gas stations, and more.
Well, I finally got all my Toyota Land Cruiser friends from Winnipeg to come down and check out the park at Gilbert. And we all stayed at the Super 8 Motel in Eveleth, and we all had a really nice dinner together at the Whistling Bird in Gilbert. There were 17 of us in that party, and we ended up spending over $500 that night in that restaurant.
Before we lost our trails in the Foothill State Forest, the Minnesota Land Rovers used to have their annual Rover picnic up there every August, and they used to rent out almost the entire Lindsay Lake campground there in Bacchus. In the last 2 years, the Crawl for the Cure has raised over $46,000 for the Multiple Sclerosis Society. During this event, Iron Range Communities took in an estimated $40,000 in revenue from ORV users.